Hello there, and welcome back to the Midland Earth channel. We have got a full spoiler review for Scream 7 today. I'm joined by Lewis Marshall and myself, Matt Rowley. We are going to get right into our thoughts and feelings and what we liked and what we didn't like, and an overall score for the 7th film in the Scream franchise. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the Midland Earth channel if you like what you've been watching from us so far. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. You think, Lewis, so do you want to start?
So, I was enjoying the film to a point. I thought it was doing quite well. I liked the characters that they'd sort of introduced. I liked how they had been referencing some of the previous films, because that is a sort of a trope for Scream. They like to reference what's come before. They like to reference the slasher genre. They mention the rules quite often, and then they subvert the rules and do this, and this. So I was enjoying it quite a bit. And then you got to the killer reveal at the end, and that's where it just went for me. I won't lie. Obviously, it's a spoiler review, so I think we kind of both gathered sort of midway through the film who one of the two killers was going to be. It's obviously the orderly from the mental institution. Both kind of clocked that when he appeared that he was a bit shifty and he was probably going to be someone that.
I'd like to state that I actually guessed the neighbour in my Who's the Killer video with Tyler. So I was half
Really?
I was half right.
Ah,
Because I thought it was her and the son.
right. Okay.
No, it was just her. So
Yeah. So I kind of clocked that it was the orderly when he was on the screen, because obviously he was going on about how I suppose technically there was three killers, weren't there?
yeah,
There's the mental patient that gets killed sort of midway through the film, who's one of the killers, and then I figured that the orderly was involved, so he was probably going to be one of the killers. But I was still kind of hoping that it was Stu Mocker. He genuinely was back, and then when it was revealed that it was just the neighbour, because she was disgruntled that Sydney wrote this book that she loved and it got her through her abusive marriage, and then because Sydney retracted herself from public life, she went, "Oh, that's it now. I've got a killer."
yeah.
I thought that was weak.
It's definitely the weakest motive. Like, I love you, therefore I have to kill you.
Yeah.
Essentially, like, what?
Now, I know
And
we've previously discussed that the AI would come up and deepfakes and things like that, because one of the things that's really good about the Scream franchise is that they keep up to date with technology and things that are relevant in the time. So we sort of knew that AI was always going to be a part of it. And I was kind of hoping that maybe Stu was using that to his advantage, especially when you had that sequence where it was obviously Dewey comes back for a bit. Billy's mum appears, and
Roman.
was it Sydney's? Yeah, Roman, Sydney's half brother. So obviously they've used AI to deepfake them because they are obviously dead. But I still kind of hoped that
maybe
alive
if they're going to do a new trilogy, they'll do Stu as the overarching architect, and he'll be like the killer in Scream 9. He'll be like the Roman. He'll be like the Roman of the trilogy. So it's been him the whole time.
If they were going to do it, I think they should have done it with this film, because I've stated before that this, for me, should have been the end of the franchise.
I thought,
or at least the end for Sydney.
But I
Stu
think
gets her, and then you could carry on if you wanted to with her daughter.
But I think they will carry it on with the daughter, but she'll still be in it. Because I did think that their relationship worked really well, personally, and I liked exploring like generational trauma with them. I thought that was quite an interesting thing, because they didn't go down the, oh, I've gone crazy because like someone tried to kill me when I was like they did with Jamie Lee Curtis, you know, in the new Halloween where she was like a recluse basically, and like just locked up in a house all the time and stuff, and was like a bit
In
mental.
the new Halloween.
But that's basically the gist of it. Like Jamie, basically her character had just gone a bit nuts. But like Sydney's like an active mother and like a decent mum. You know what I mean? Like she's not super. She is like obviously overly protective, but like wouldn't you be? You know what I mean? But she still functions as a person. You know what I mean? Like she has a job and she has a husband and they have a family and like she's not gone completely off the rails. You know what I mean? But I thought there was a lot of good character work in this film. To be fair, I quite liked it. Like you say, it was pretty good till the
The
killers.
reveal.
Like I was enjoying it. I was enjoying
It
the
was the
ride.
reveal that, yeah. And then that ruined. I know you were enjoying the ride. I've never known you speak so much through a film.
I love these films. Though.
Honestly,
I love them.
honestly,
They're like a roller coaster. I love it.
my pet peeve. My pet peeve is people speaking through movies in the cinema, and it wasn't just you. There were other people around us, but you would. Honestly, I've never known you do it so much. It was so annoying.
I love it though. I like. These are like the only films where we'll like discuss stuff. Like I was going to ask you for your theories on who it was partway through, but then I just didn't. I was going to say like, you got any theories? But I didn't. I'm glad I didn't because you probably would have like uppercutted me or something.
Yeah, I would have done. It's my biggest pet peeve.
That's so funny. Because I remember when that guy was like, "Oh yeah, his name's John Doe," and they let him go. I was like, "You what?" Like I probably like, said it out loud. Because I thought they were actually going to do that. Stu was like alive, but then they didn't.
Sat forward like that for like a good third of the film. You get arms on your knees like that.
I proper get into these films. I really enjoy them. Like I'm trying to like figure them out like the whole time. Like trying to Scooby Doo it. Like who's behind the mask? Like I want to know. Like they're the only films that are like that really that I get. You know, because they've been going for so long. Like, usually when you get to like number 7, like you're usually starting to lose me by like 4 or 5. But this is the only franchise where I'm still invested. Like in who it is. It's like Cluedo. Like who is it? I need to know why and with what weapon. Oh, thanks, Mal.
You can go with someone else if that's what you're going to be like.
I'll bear that in mind next time if we go and see Scream 8. I won't make so much noise.
We'll just have separate seats. Like,
just message you.
We'll talk afterwards.
I'll just message you instead, like.
I'll turn my phone off.
Send you texts.
But you won't come through. I don't have any signal in the cinema anyway. Best of the time, for some reason, I never have any signal in the showcase.
I did think as well. If they're going to do another trilogy, they've basically set up lots of potential killers because they basically eradicated an entire friendship group. So like there's like parents it could be, there's like siblings it could be, there's like, you know what I mean, like, oh yeah, my daughter died because she was your friend kind of thing, you know what I mean, like there's potential killers down the road that'd be after her daughter now, you know what I mean, but that kind of thing.
The mayor of the new town that they were living in. You've turned us into the new Woodsboro. How dare you? Kill you now.
I did think at one point. I don't know if you thought this, but did you think it was Gail at any point?
No.
Did you not?
No.
You know, with the shaky hand thing, I didn't know whether it was like she was kind of in on something, and the hand was like a nervous thing. I was like, is that to do with like, does she know something, or like I didn't know what if that was gonna pay off in any way, but it didn't end up doing, which is a bit. But
suspect the husband.
You did.
Didn't
you not? Okay.
No.
I thought when they brought him out at the end, there was going to be like, oh yeah, like just pretended to attack him, and then he was going to be like a third killer or something, or fourth killer. But yeah.
I didn't even necessarily think it was the boyfriend of the daughter.
No, I didn't.
It's been done too often.
A lot, yeah.
I suspected the geeky kid.
The son of the neighbour, yeah.
Yeah, the one that was obsessed with Sydney. I suspected him because I think it might just be the actor though, because I think he's in I think he's in Gen V.
Yeah,
And
he
he
is.
plays a
Yeah.
bit of a shifty bugger in that, doesn't he? So, um, just sort of suspected him anyway. Fairly sure. I can't remember if we've mentioned it before. At one point, I probably thought that maybe McKenna Grace's character could be the killer. That might be when we first did the trailer review.
Definitely wasn't her.
Definitely wasn't her though. No.
She was like the first friend killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the
Um,
some of the kills were awesome though.
Mm.
Did you not
they
like
were,
my reactions to the kills either? Did you want to kill me?
I was close. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I was close.
I like
No,
reacting to horror
I
stuff.
I thought some of the deaths were quite good. They were very reminiscent of sort of the early Scream films.
Mm.
I think McKenna Grace's death was very similar to Drew Barrymore's death, where she properly gets gutted and all the guts come out in the first one.
Yes.
Because he hangs her from the tree, doesn't he?
There's been a few debowlings, to be fair, in the Scream
But
franchise, but
he hangs her from the tree, doesn't he? From her using her
yeah.
guts, and obviously she's sort of left hanging with her guts coming out and whatnot. So I think it did quite well to pay homage to some of the previous films.
Did you
Because
catch
obviously
the Halloween nod as well? Did you
what
catch
with the
it?
knives.
No, with the appearing out the darkness. They did it like twice.
Oh yeah,
Like when
yeah,
Michael's
yeah.
face like goes like in the,
Yeah,
they did it a couple of times. I was like, ha, Halloween. I
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
That's
that's
quite good.
true. Yeah. And then obviously she dies in a theatre, which is a nice nod to the second or the third film where
Second one with the
in
theatre.
the theatre. So there's some quite nice little nods because
I
obviously
like that they
again,
had her jacket as well that was in the second film. I was like, ha.
mm,
So I recognised
well
that straight
again
away. I was like, where's that from? I've definitely seen
they
it
mention
before.
they mention it, don't they? The brother and sister. They mentioned that this generation's all built on nostalgia type thing. So I suppose they've played that in with the nods back to previous films with the way that they've done certain kills, settings, clothing. It's playing on our nostalgia because obviously it's 30 years old this year, so this is the sort of the anniversary film as well. So they're playing on the fact that people like us are quite big fans of the franchise, so we're going to recognise things from previous films as well.
I like that they kind of address the desensitization of the youth as well. You know what I mean? Like where they're not really scared of it, are they? You know what I mean? And they're like they don't really seem affected by gore and murders and the kinds of like even like Mindy and Chad are like just walking. They've been like in this thing like 3 or 4 times, and they're still just kind of like, yeah, we'll work with Gail, and like, oh, I don't want to get stabbed again, and like they're like dead nonchalant with it, aren't they? Like, you know what I mean? Even though they've been like pretty brutalized by the Ghostface killers like 3 times, they still keep coming back. Like they're just like
Two people in the entire franchise that you'd want to actively avoid after like your first interaction with them, and that would be Gail or Sydney. But yet people still follow them around. You'd just be like, I'm not working with you. No, I'm going to go work for a different TV reporter who doesn't get stabbed every other year.
I did enjoy having Chad and Mindy in it, but I feel like nothing would have changed if they weren't in it.
They didn't have.
Other than running over the guy, which I suppose Gail would have done anyway, like whoever was driving, but like they didn't really serve a purpose.
Not to take anything away from them, but I think the only reason that they probably were in there is because
To connect
the other two characters from the other two films weren't, because obviously they've left.
Yeah. I do
So
like
they've got to try and tie
like bridge the gap kind of thing. Yeah.
bridge the gap, haven't they, between those films.
I mean, it does. I do like how they use like kind of. Could she eventually take over from Gale kind of thing? But like, I do like that kind of idea. But
And they're used as the
and they are entertaining characters. But,
and they're used as the Randy link as well, because obviously Randy in his appearances he was the one that would tell you the rules of the horror genre, so they're the newer version of him.
Yeah.
So they do serve a purpose to an extent.
Yeah.
But you could have just had any of the other teenage characters do that role in this film.
True. What did you think of any of the new characters? Any stand out, or are they just a bit?
Yeah. I
like Tatum. Tatum was good.
Sydney's daughter Tatum was good.
Yeah.
She was quite a good character. The boyfriend was a bit naff. I think he was just sort of there, maybe to probably put him in there to try and throw people off and make you think he's the killer.
Mm,
And the way that they play out his and her relationship is very much how sort of Sydney and Billy's was in the first film originally. So that he's sort of a red herring, but for me, certainly he wasn't ever a suspect.
nah.
Um, I said the nerdy neighbour kid was. He was just creepy. Um,
I like Mark. He was quite good. The husband, he was quite good.
oh, yeah.
I kind of, he's kind of like replaced Dewey as the cop that always gets attacked but survives.
Yes. Yes. So if
That's
they
just going to be
do
his
another
role in
film,
the next 3 films, just to keep
if
getting
they do another film, will
attacked.
he be in it and will he get attacked?
Probably.
Although one thing I did sit there and think, and this might just be me being nitpicky, is that obviously he's chief of police in Pine Grove,
Mm.
town that they're in. And I just thought, and this is just me being nitpicky, I suppose, but I just thought he's the chief of police, but the production team for all that couldn't cough up the money for him to actually have a metal badge. It was just sewn onto his shirt. It was a fabric badge that said chief of police. All the other police officers had metal badges on their uniforms, but the chief of police had it embroidered onto his shirt. I just thought that was cheap on the point of the production team, and it was bugging me every time he was on screen in his shirt. That bugged the hell out of me. It's like, where's his badge?
I like that they worked well as a family to like protect each other as well. I thought that was quite cool. You know, when they took out that first Ghostface guy, I was like, oh, that was easy.
Yeah,
They literally just like
did work well.
Mark just beat him up. Like they had a gun in the house. They like kept kicking him and stuff. I thought that's quite good. Worked well as a unit.
Panic room.
I
With
did think
little
just
tunnels
stay
through the
in.
walls to get out.
I did think why didn't they just
Stay in
stay
the panic
in the?
room.
Should have just stayed in the room. Like he's a police officer. I'm pretty sure he can take care of himself. Just stay in the room. You don't need to go and get him. Why'd you do that? But that was pretty funny.
I'm surprised you didn't say that out loud.
I nearly did. I nearly said, "Why don't you
Right.
stay in the room?"
Because you said it out loud about other things. Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't run in that direction.
I do turn into a bit of a racial stereotype when I'm watching horror films. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, clearly.
It's fun, but at least Scream anyway. Some I don't really say anything that, but I enjoy Scream. I do like my.
Yes, I do. I do. I like how they got the Red Right Hand song in there at some point. Took them a while, but they eventually got it in there.
You've always got to get that in there. The music was good though. To be fair, I like the music. There was some new bits of score as well. To be fair, that were quite good. I quite liked them. Yeah, they did get all the best. I think you can tell it's written by Kevin Williamson as well. Like the pacing is different compared to a couple of the other ones. Like there's more tension, I think, in the Ghostface bits as well. Like it builds and builds, it builds and builds and builds. It's not just like run, 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 stab, stab, stab. Like it's not like it like lures you in. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's quite good.
It did go back to. It had more of a feel of what the original sort of trilogy did.
Yeah.
Compared to 4, 5, and 6. And that's why I was enjoying it until they got to the poor killer reveal, which really brought it down for me. Because I thought the way that they had brought Matthew Lillard back, played Stu, and obviously, they've then given him scarring all over his face too, because obviously TV falls on him, and they were like, oh, with the report for his body was stolen from the morgue to make it look like the body never appeared and things like that.
That could still be true.
It could still be true, but I would have rather than brought it back in this film as like being the genuine killer.
You don't want any more screams?
If Kevin Williamson does it again, then I'll probably go ahead with it. But if they get somebody else to bring it in, it's just like you get to the point where with the likes of Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street, too many. It gets too many at some point, and they're just not good. Which is why I always thought that if they were going to bring Matthew Lillard back for this film as Stu, it would serve as a good way to tie the series off and sort of bring it around full circle. Especially if he got Sydney, and then the daughter kills him, and it just ends. But they didn't. They made him AI.
I did like the use of. I like they carried on the idea of using, like moving with the times. Though it's quite cool.
Yeah, it was good. But they could have worked it in that Stu that was using that,
Maybe it
especially
was.
with like obviously like you say with Roman and the mum and Dibby on the TV screens and the iPad screens and phone screens.
maybe it was a double bluff. Maybe they used the AI to cover up that he actually was back.
But if they were going to do that, they should have had him appear at the end of the film in like as a post credit.
That's what I was waiting for. I wanted it to
Yeah,
be a
but
post credit, but
yeah, but there wasn't. If he'd have appeared at the end of it, sort of maybe he was like in the crowd at the very end of the film, sort of thing, and they cut back to it, and he's sort of there, and he maybe takes a hood off, and it was him watching all along, getting really annoyed, and maybe, but because there wasn't, and it was just all a fake, it's just yeah. Like I say, I was enjoying it, and they ruined it.
I don't know. They need to come up. They need to do something. There needs to be like an overarching plot again, like they did with 1 to 3. I quite enjoyed that, but they like tied it all. Whether they will or not. Hopefully. What else did I like? But yeah, I did really like the character work. To be fair, like I liked when she was talking about why she named her Tatum and stuff. The like arc of her being confident in herself and stuff, and being Sidney Prescott's daughter and stuff, and like embracing kicking ass and stuff. That was quite cool. I did like that Gail was basically turned back into being a bitch again. That's quite funny. And she's like manipulating her into doing the interview and stuff. That's quite good. But I did enjoy that. I like that they're showing the toll that all these years have taken on Gail as well. I thought that was quite good. And she's like mentally struggling.
Physically struggling as well, like so the sort of the twitch that she has in her hand.
I like that they've carried that on with her, where like obviously Dewey had his little limp and stuff, didn't he, by the end and stuff like that. And they've carried on that with her now, which is quite cool.
I think that Sydney would have some as well, with the amount of times that she's obviously been stabbed or thrown downstairs
shot
or
and
shot, and she should have some kind of potential physical disability. I know she's obviously got the emotional baggage and whatnot,
she's
but I thought there would have been
invincible.
a physical toll. Well, yes, because she's the final girl, so she's got to be invincible. But
Yeah, there was some good creativeness in this goriness. To be fair, I liked the. I thought that he was just gonna like smash her into the ground with that like thingy as well, but no, it was a bit more gory than that.
what thingy?
Just turned her into a pinata essentially, with the swinging thing. I thought it was just gonna like drop her and like kill her. But,
Oh,
yeah,
in the theatre.
in the theatre, yeah. But no, it went a lot more gory than that.
Mm.
Um,
That's what you want from these films. You need that level of gore.
but I like how the kills are like a bit more torturous, aren't they? They're not just gore. They're like actual like. That's.
And again, that's one of the things that made me think it was Stu, because he was like getting proper like into like torturing and people and things like that. It's just like this is someone that's waited 30 years to get his revenge. He's planned this meticulously, and he really wants to be brutal. And it just is a disgruntled neighbour next door who's upset that her favourite author disappeared for a few years, and then she's tracked her down and lived next door and befriended her to then kill her for no reason at all.
But is it more scary because it's not somebody that you know? Is that more scary?
But she knew her. They were friends. They were sitting there having coffee
No, but I
and things
mean
like
like,
that. So
I suppose kind of knew her, but it wasn't like they weren't linked to him for any reason, were they? You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, oh, I killed you because I wanted to kill you because like you killed my son or something, or like you
just.
bloody.
I mean, I suppose you could say it's kind of right, because I imagine that there have been deranged fans that go around trying to kill the people that they're fans of. Certainly in America. Certainly seems like the American thing to do. But I think we had that over here, didn't we? It was like there was a news anchor that was killed by a deranged fan. So a few years, decade or so ago, from what I remember. But it certainly seems like the American thing to do. I'm obsessed with you. I like your work. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I do think that I don't know why. I mean, I suppose it's the end that maybe makes the critics not like it so much. I don't know. They seem very divided. Some love it, and some think it's dog shit. But I don't know.
I haven't. I don't read critics.
No.
No, it's not one of the things that I do.
I don't
anymore.
actively do it. They just come up on Facebook. I'm just like, oh.
Used to, but I don't do it anymore.
Because I kind of went in Because of the reviews, I kind of went in with a bit of a lower bar because I was kind of like, I don't want to be dead excited and then like be dead disappointed. So I kind of went in thinking it was going to be crap and came out actually quite surprised because most of it was good. So I
Mhm.
don't know what you
Off in the
thought.
end.
Yeah.
No, I thought the same. I didn't have any expectation when I went in, because the last one wasn't great. Um, I like that they changed the scene in the last one from obviously being like Woodsboro and whatnot. They put it in New
Yeah,
York.
I did like that to be fair.
I like that bit, but then I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't overly fond of the last one massively. I get it. They were going through the whole, let's kill off some legacy characters, so they got rid of Dewey. Um, if they were carrying on sort of along those lines, then you would have thought that maybe Gale or Sydney would have died in this, but
Dewey was in
they
5.
didn't. Dewey five.
Yeah.
Thought he was in the. Was he? Oh, it
No.
wasn't even a legacy kill in the last one then.
No.
It
Gale
was.
Gale nearly died.
Yeah, I suppose she did. But yeah, so I didn't go in with any expectations, and then I was enjoying it, and then up until the last 10 minutes.
Hmm.
So it was probably gonna get quite a high mark from me.
Oh, what's it going to get
But then,
now?
well, now it's gonna get a lower mark because
Oh,
the killer reveal ruined it.
what's the lower mark though? Out of 5.
I'm probably gonna say it was average. Now it's probably about a 3 out of 5.
That's,
Whereas
I
before it was probably gonna get a 4.
don't know. What do I want to say?
The killer reveal did ruin it for me.
I might. I do love this franchise, so I might be a bit kinder than you, to be fair. And I'm hoping that they do what I wanted them to do with it going forward. So I might say 4, because there's more that I liked than I didn't. Like the end is just one thing. I like some of the characters. I like some of the new characters. Like I like mainly Sydney's family. Um, I like the pace of it. I like the kills. I like the music. I like the character work. Um, I like what it potentially sets up for the future. Um,
I agree with all these points. It's just that
yeah.
last 10 minutes is what bummed me out.
So
I don't know. Maybe the talkative audience has got something to do with it as well.
did I ruin the experience for you?
Slightly, yes.
Oh, I'll bear that in mind next time. I'll keep my thoughts to myself.
Till this.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, I enjoyed it. So I'd say go and see it. If you like the franchise, you'll enjoy this film.
Hmm.
I would say personally, because some reviews have been saying like, and some critics have been saying like, oh yeah, there's not been a bad Scream film until this one. I'm like,
Did they not watch the last one?
I definitely
Did
don't.
they not watch Scream 6, or Scream as it was called?
No, was it? I think
Was
it
that
was.
5?
Yeah, it was 5. I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was Scream, and then Scream 6, and then Scream 7. But yeah, I mean, I don't think this is a bad Scream film. So I don't really know what they're on about, but I definitely don't think this is my least favourite. I wouldn't say. Do you think? Would you say it's your least favourite?
It's not my least favourite, no. No.
No. So, I mean, we can do that next. Actually, thinking about it, we can rank them.
I have to go back
So,
and watch them all again. Because, see, I watched the first one sort of every year at Halloween,
huh.
and then try and get the second and third ones in because I've got the trilogy box set. But then when it comes to 4, 5, and 6, I don't think we have them, so I'd have to source them from somewhere.
Have I got? I don't know if I've got 5 actually. I'll have to have a look. I'm sure I've
Hmm.
got 4. I don't know actually. I don't even know where you can find them.
Oh, they'll be available on some streaming somewhere.
Yeah. Trying to think who they're made by, who they're distributed by. Is it New Line? Something like that. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. If you've seen Scream 7, let us know what you think. Are you in the hate camp? Or are you in the like camp? Or are you in the it was alright camp? Let us know. That's our review of Scream 7. And Scream wise, I suppose it'll be our ranking that's coming next. So that'll be the next Screamy video. And we've also got our Midland movie news coming, and the next Countdown to Doomsday is coming, which will be Incredible Hulk is coming out, and then after that it'll be Iron Man 2. So keep a lookout for them. That's it for today. on the Midland Earth channel. We will see you soon. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you kindly.
Or like Ghostface will come and kill you.
He might do. Look out for your neighbours because they could be psychopaths. So yeah.
Or people in movie theatres that don't like people that talk.
Please don't kill me.
Exactly.
Right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Be safe in your house.